We live. Ooh, wait, Ashley. Hold on. It has to be this. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. So it has to be this. And then we go to this. Hi. Welcome back. Okay, so day 4. Starting off strong. Obviously, again, do you have to mention the new setup? I haven't put up new artwork, so I have a few things I want to kind of try out. Stuff that I've drawn in the past. Come on. I have more. Let me see where they are. I'll be right back. Give me a sec. So we have a few things. This is not an original. This is a print from an artist. I went to this thing called East Austin Art Tour. It's like a open studio situation where some of the art studio in East Austin would be open. I'm not sure if it was East. I forgot where it was. Sorry, but generally in Austin we have this thing called open art studio, and the studio will be open for I guess a certain amount of time, maybe a weekend. And then you go in and look at all of the artwork and everything they've been doing, or kind of like the situation in studio, and you get to see the behind the scene, the more I guess raw and authentic like lifestyle of an artist. So I got this print, I think about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I don't love it. Like if I was going to do this, I would totally do the same style as this. I'm not sure why the switch of style, but there's a certain meaning that I got from looking at the artwork at the time. And I really liked it. So I don't think it'll fit here, but that's an option. This is the other option. This is a sketchbook drawing I did of a what do we call this? A discussion between a community member of Black Lane CDC in Austin and our professor Stephanie, and then the rest of the class. Yeah. So got that in while we was having the conversation. And this is a friend T having his kind of review session. I think it was mid-review. I think so. So that was fun. This is really fun to do during like a more chill and like boring. I don't want to say boring. I'm sorry. More chill time during studio. So I really like this. The other one. I have. It's like a collage of a lot of things. So where do I start? I mean, you have Kim Jong-gi over here. I'm sorry, James Jean over here. James Jean's over here. Kim Jong-gi here. And a few other stuff you've seen out there on the internet. Akira, right? So there's a bunch of different art that I've came across and I really like, in a little manifesto kind of thing I was working on for a class. So I thought I should put it up. to just inspire me, you know. So yeah, we'll work on it. We'll work on definitely like designing and making sure this this framing is it feels nice, it feels correct, it feels not too far away. I don't want you to feel like you looking from afar. I want you to be right here with me, drawing, designing, creating stuff. And I guess that's kind of lead me to the other points I kind of want to talk today. So I'm not sure how I want to treat the stream, or like what I want to treat the stream as. I'm not sure if I want to treat it as like a log. So instead of a vlog, it will be a slog, S log. Um, as a way for me to consistently come back here every day as a safe space, as a home to kind of unwind at the end of the day. Maybe have a glass of wine. To just sit here and kind of summarize and kind of, I don't know, theoretize and thinking about like my day of work and kind of what I'm planning to do tomorrow. So there's a few things we can definitely do. I have a lot of ideas that I want to try out for the stream. I want to have it as a accountable thing for me to do. It doesn't have to be every night. I do want to say that, but it would be nice to just come back here every night. The first 3 stream was me trying things out and kind of figure things out, and I found it really fun. So at least it is simply at the bottom line, it is something fun for me to do. But more than that, it's a way for me to lock my progress. Not be able to see how much I've come so far is, I think, preventing me from going further. I'm feeling a little discouraged so far of my career path and kind of everything I've been doing. I feel like I've been stagnant. But obviously, when I do sit down and look at it, I haven't been stagnant. I've been growing slowly, you know. So I want to use the slog as a way of kind of document that process. 2, as a, I don't know, a yes. I think it's safe to say that it is a way of documentation that I haven't seen a lot of people do. And it might be unorthodox, but it makes sense to me. Is come back here, plug in the camera, click streaming, go live, summarize kind of what I've learned throughout the day, the last 2 days, the last 3 days. There's obviously day I'm gonna miss. There's no stress in that. The main thing is consistently document and logging in what have done so there is the clarity of thought to see like what to do next, what to do tomorrow, what to do this week, right? I don't expect anybody to watch this. Um, and the reason, I think that's the main reason why I'm choosing this, is I know for a fact, this is for a fact, that no one is able to sit through kind of this annoying talking situation, right? If I had any intention to gain attraction, gain views, or kind of monetize of kind of making content, I would choose any other way, like making YouTube video, making short, making TikToks, making Instagram reels, which I will. I'm just saying I will. That's something I've always wanted to do. Not the monetization part, like that come with it, but the making video, making content, and sharing it to the people, like that has always been something I want to do. But I'm terrible at logging the experience to like have a clarity of thought, like what is done and what is need to be done. So I think this is a just I'm thinking out loud partially here. Is like this is a great way for me to just document, put it out there, and come back 20 years later and kind of see where I've come from. So I'm glad this is here, right? Yeah, I have no doubt that no one's gonna watch this. But I think it's a great way for me to practice in public, figure things out here. This is a safe space for me to do so. I hope it will continue to be that way. It's a practice space, so I'm going to make sure I'll use this as a learning way. Oh, one thing I forgot. I need to put up a timer. There you go. See? Still new to this, right? Where were I? Yeah, so a space for me to practice. I think using it as a place to draw and design and create things for myself. I won't be bringing any kind of professional work, anything. I'm dead set on that. Is I'm using this time for myself to create and to work and to learn and to study. I tried journaling. so I tried journaling here and there, right? This is new sketchbook, by the way. So I've obviously have way too many sketchbook, but I tried journaling. It helps here and there, right? It works to a certain extent, and then it stopped working. One, because it's picking up a pen and writing and staying on that track is sad to say way too much friction for me. This is way more fun. This is way more fun to just sit and talk and have it uploaded and have it here, and not have to worry about anything. It's a way for me to vent. I also haven't been to a therapy session before, clearly. I've heard great things about it. And I think as a way of self-talk, and just like talking it out and working it out, out loud, um, without like bothering anybody else. Could be good. Could be a good way. So yeah. So I'll use that. I'll use this. I'll use this format of just talking, drawing, painting, creating, designing live, and put it into a vault. Whether that vault is public and private, that's something I'm still trying to figure out. The last three video has been privated. Doesn't matter. I'll have it there. This one I'm not sure. It wouldn't be fair if we don't start drawing. So I'll start drawing. Um, there's just so many things on the table. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's start drawing. Um, so, um, just a little update. This is what we've done the last 2 days. This is Jungkook 3D performance videos. Camera movement. I'm learning how to film here and there. I'm not sure what I'm doing is like traditionally correct. I'm just doing my own thing, which is like seeing something, capturing it, and then notating it so that I understand what I'm talking about. This is Tage, Tage, a Vietnamese rapper. Video directed by NCNT Art. Creative director Phương Vũ, editor Mao. Right. So this is kind of my analysis of the video. It was a fantastic video, by the way. So if you haven't checked that out, like, go check it out. But yeah. So anyway, give me a second. I'll be right back. Yes. the time where we started. I guess that's fine. I don't have anything to do, so let's start drawing. Um, let's switch with pencil today and see what we want to kind of try out. So okay, so let's see. Context wise, right? Context wise, I was doing my independent research in Vietnam for 2 months. Basically, I visited a bunch of temples, pagodas, chùa, and I was there to kind of self-taught or like self-learn all the little thing that I could learn personally for like by myself of architecture details. How do I go about explaining this? I want to kind of start creating a few of sequence of images. That's partially why I've been kind of looking at sequencing. Is like how can I tell a story through a sequence of image? And something I'm really interested in portraying is like the experience of visiting a temple, right? Through an architectural point of views. So these series of images are going to be indicative of the experiences, right? And I kind of want to use this time to kind of practice on that and try that out and see, make sure like I know what I'm doing. Let me see. Okay. So if there's a door, if this, oh, this pencil is so light. Can you even see this? No. Ah. Okay. Sorry. You see this? Yes, you can. Okay. If this is the door, so this is the door above you, and then this is kind of you. If you are going into the space, like what can I say? If this is outside and inside, so if you entering anything at your probably most of the time the main door, not the gate, right? Not the gate. Sometime the gate, but any time there's a progression from outside to inside. Usually, this isn't that important. What important is this little thing, right? And I wish I have pictures to show you guys, which I do. By the way, I have so much pictures. The main thing I was using was a camera to capture this moment as a way of documenting. But so I guess this is gonna be like a multiple day kind of process of dealing with this. It's like when you when you're coming in here, you're not. It's not a inward. It's a inward, right? Like you walking into it. There's a few. I want to say like supposition, but there's a few like intention definitely there. Is like one to like slow you down. Like you don't want to fall, so you want to slow down a little bit when it comes to entering a sacred space. Um, how do I say this? If this is your head, you wanna turn your head downward. Uh-oh. Shit. You want us to turn your head downward so you can see it, right? You like you need to be able to identify where it is made for you to move your feet over. And that's the like one is stop and two is look down. And three is how do I say it? This is you. And then three is you stepping over it. You know? Stepping over the box, right? Stepping. And oh shit. Oh. Maybe shouldn't use that. Give me 1 second, please. Okay. So there's something about this gesture of tilting your head down to kind of bow down in front of the Buddha himself. Buddha. To enter a sacred space. This kind of show that respect. Right. So there's that. So yeah. So there's definitely a series of oh, I forgot. Shit. Can I curse? There's also a there's also a defined space where you put your shoes. So like inside, definitely no. Like you put your shoe outside here. That's the other one. It's a shoe off one. So we dash first, right? So maybe that's 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. You take your shoe off. Oh, one you stop, you take your shoe off, you look down, you step into the thing, right? And that's like a really simple thing that happened. One of the many things that I want to kind of illustrate. There you go. So let's see. There's no way you can see if I use a pencil. Where's that pencil? Oh, okay. Like this I'm not good with words. This is why I draw to like communicate, right? So um like I wanna show like a person stepping over. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is so hard. Like drawing from reference is pretty easy, but then now it's like, damn, do I have to like sit or do I have to stand up and like take picture from this angle? Um, like I want to show that angle, right, of me crossing this ledge thing. This ledge. Like that's the angle I want to show, and then in smaller pan, you can like show the door. And the shoe off. I'm not sure how we want to illustrate it. And then the the head coming down. The head turning down. And then this action of walking past this, right? So this sorry. I guess this is what I kinda want to do, except I'm not Kim Jong Il, so this has to come from somewhere, and I think it has to come from photography and also like a little bit of photoshopping or something, and then we have our reference for drawing. So this as a frame going to be something I'm working on maybe this week. So we'll see how we want to do this. Um, mm, sorry, I forgot. Peep this. This is as low as you can go, right? Sorry, yeah, I'll show you. I don't think you'll focus. Sorry, you just have to trust me. This is fire stuff. Literally fire stuff. There are custom shoots that I've done throughout the years. Oh, I have to move this. the other years, maybe the last 3 years or so from there. Um, kind of want to go back to designing shoes. That's why I restarted the account. I reposted my account, and this is something I also want to use as a way of like working on here. It's like working behind the scene footage of kind of me working on this. And a part of that is also, if you don't know, this is face paper. Wow, look at that. See? It's coming raw like this, or a longer one. We also have long one for space sake. Use the smaller roll. It's like semi transparent, translucent kind of. Give you way of like drawing on top the other one, right? So you can call it copy or iteration is what we call it. And by we, architecture student call this iteration on iteration. It's like you get to like use it as a way of like drawing. So theoretically I'll have like reference to draw on top of, but today I guess I'll use my own reference. Hold on. So for example, this chair, right? Ah, sorry. I need to turn off notification. Okay, part of being a streamer or trying to stream is I need to figure out how to turn off all notification when using my phone on stream, just to be safe. One, it's not like anybody watches, and two, it is live footage that anybody can use. So part is kind of scary, part is not scary. It's not scary here because no one watch it. It is scary because anybody can watch it if they choose to. So just to be safe, why can't I find? Oh, sorry. Okay. Back to this. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I guess since we're here, at Damnalan, Damnalan is literally mean lit it up or turn it up or burn it up, whatever. Cheesy, kind of childish. What can I say? Is partially inspired by the Phong Hạ Long or Phong Ho Hoa Lun or Phong Hạ Long. I butchered this. Not my language. We uh, take a lot of inspiration from Chinese culture. Um, I grew up watching Journey to the West. Yes, Journey to the West. This is where I got that from. Straight up, clear, transparent, right? Wind and fire wheel. It's a wheel that has fire and wind. Simply as that. I won't go more in detail. There's another layer to it, but this is kind of the what I'm inspired by, and kind of wanna overlay some stuff with that kind of motif, which is like kind of. Like something like that, but thicker. I want more volumetric, and I'm not sure how we can achieve that without looking at like actually like file reference. But I want to one design this, and this is like the process that I'm thinking of doing it live, which is designing this, scanned it, import it, and then sculpt it in 3D. So making that form shape, and probably in if I'm cutting a section here, it'll probably looking like here's the base attached to the sign, and then it goes like that. That's probably how it goes. Which is like the tail part is floating, but there's a base that have adhesive here. So this like 3D aspect, which is something I've always been wanting to try for shoes. Um, I've seen things here and there. It's not like I haven't seen things. I've seen things online, but I'm trying not to revisit it too much or revisit it recently to so make sure I'm being as original as possible. And of course, there's nothing wrong with taking references. Maybe good for like iteration, but for now, let's start with this. It might be like in 3Ds in the other view, you know. And this will be like where the Nike logo is, and then he's on top of that. it would be cool if the shoe is like the shoe legs is right. If the shoe is like this, and we can do something like I don't know. I don't know how that feels. Feel like a Crocs situation. Hey, this is an option. This is an option. I want it to sit somewhere in between a fire and water, almost. It's like blur the line between both. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, so this is gonna be a design process that we want to do live. That's one. The other one is this drawing stuff. That's two. And then yeah, maybe that's two for now. So that's two things on the list I kind of want to do for this week. There might be more things. There's always more things showing up anyway. So like for now, kind of want to start on that two project. Oh, sorry. And I want to make sure that it's a habit every day to kind of update on how things go with architecture. So a little backstory. A little backstory. I'm architecture major at UT currently. I'm taking a gap year. Oh, sorry, gap semester. I'm taking a gap semester to intern. I don't know if I can say where I'm interning. You probably find it out really easily if you really want to figure it out, but I won't say it for professional sakes. But I'm interning for a really small firm. I'm having some fun. Today was majority Revit day. So that was not that fun, but I got to start on a drawing. I got to start on a perspective drawing of a building. So that's the fun part, the drawing part. With something like I just do, and then kind of hoping that it was worth it. So I kind of spent like an hour drawing it. And then it was partially well received. I'm not done with it, so I hope to be able to show it. So yeah. So that's a little update. It's gonna be a little safe, creative space for me. And if anybody is a creative out there, please come join me. Make stuff for an hour. Sign stuff for an hour. Send me your stuff. Send me your stuff. I would love to look at your stuff. Anybody who are creative that came across this. If someone who doesn't know me came across this and you are creative, that means there's this really strong, like, universal attraction, whatever it is, because no one supposed to watch this. But yeah, I think that's all. I think one, we want to try this out, and two, we want to kind of figure out how to do this. I'm liking the in between. I like that it represents fire. Personally, that it is fire for me, but it has like the fluidity of water. I think that's what I want to get at. Yeah. Okay. That's all for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll leave this video on public just because it is the fourth one, and then on. If it sucks, it sucks. If it doesn't suck, watch it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Tan. Check out everything in the bio or description. I'm trying to put as much things as possible. Let me know how you're doing too. Okay, thank you so much. Good night.